Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in a slow, deliberate, calm breath. And as you exhale, just feel a sense of release, as it feels like any tension, stress, or worries are starting to leave your body in that outward breath. Breathing in that feeling of resourceful relaxation and exhaling tension. When you breathe in deeper than you normally would. And when you exhale for longer, emptying your diaphragm, so on the next inward breath, you feel a wonderful sense of resourceful relaxation going in through your nose into your lungs, and imagine your heart taking that resourceful relaxation and distributing it to every cell in your body, just as it does with oxygen. If resourcefulness is going in, allow anything unresourceful to feel that it is being released. You breathe in oxygen and breathe out carbon dioxide without thinking about it. So imagine breathing in resourcefulness and breathing out unresourcefulness as naturally as breathing in and breathing out. The deeper you breathe, the more relaxed you become. And the more relaxed you become, the more your imagination awakens. And I want you to imagine a spa nestled in the side of a mountain. Hot thermal springs coming to create natural pools of relaxation, perhaps surrounded by beautiful landscapes. And use the power of your imagination to imagine resting in one of those thermal pools in a spa on the side of a mountain. And imagine the warm water is melting away any tension, stress, and worries. And imagine the minerals in the water is starting to interact with your DNA to awaken the most enthusiastic, positive, and motivated version of you. As you enjoy that feeling of relaxation, I want you to think of those times in your life where you were most motivated, that literally nothing could stop you. Like an action hero in pursuit of their enemy. I want you to recall those moments from your past to remind yourself just how resourceful and motivated you can be. And while you're in that pool of relaxation, create an image of a bath, an old-fashioned bathtub, with water flowing from the taps into the bath. But imagine there is no plug, and as water enters the bath, it simultaneously starts to empty. And I wonder if you could think of the water coming into the bath, of the money flowing into your business, and the water draining out of that plug hole as the money leaving your business. And if the water is too close to being empty in the bath, anyone would feel stressed and anxious. But I want you to think of a different scenario Imagine the bath flowing with water, so much flowing in that the bath is getting fuller and fuller and fuller, and even though some water is draining from the plug hole, it's not enough to take away from the additional water flowing into the bath. And very quickly, I want you to see that bathtub overflowing with water, with the idea that whatever overflows from the side of the bath at the top is excess money you could put to use for investing, for assets, for growth. And while the bathtub is full, just get a sense that there would never be any stress or anxiety about the bath running dry. How could there be when the bath is full and you can see the taps running? And if this feels like it would be a desirable financial future, let me know by nodding your head. And if you perceive that the source of new water going into the bath is outside of your control, you could feel stressed. But if you perceive that you are the source of water flowing into the bath, then so long as you do what you're capable of doing, there is no need for stress or anxiety, because your resources can influence the variables outside of your control. I want you to think of a time when you were wandering through Paris. Feel like you're in that body, connecting with a sense of relaxation. Maybe you can see iconic landmarks like the Arc de Triomphe, the Eiffel Tower, maybe the Moulin Rouge, or that windmill on top of the hill. I want you to get a sense of how relaxed you feel, and notice that the more relaxed you feel, the more you want to do those things that could lead to a growing business. The paradox is that when you're stressed and anxious, you end up doing what would actually help less often. But when you feel relaxed and resourceful, you want to do those things. You want to do those things so much that the waters flow into the bath to a level of abundance of overflowing with new clients and new revenue. So as you wander through the streets of Paris, I want you to think about how you think about your business, about what it would mean to do the things that would lead to an overflowing level of financial success. So feel the excitement building within you as you feel that you have the capacity to connect with new clients, with the ability to turn each interaction into a fun and rewarding experience. That you become the thought leader of your industry, passionate, enthusiastic, effortlessly attracting clients with your knowledge and charisma. And what if sales and marketing didn't feel like work, but instead an opportunity, a chance to help others, solving their problems with your expertise and enthusiasm? Feel how that would feel as you embrace the joy of connecting with new clients, knowing that your passion, expertise, and positivity make a lasting impact. That you become the beacon of knowledge and creativity for your industry, inspiring others with your innovative ideas and solutions. That it wouldn't take long before you feel the fun and excitement of each client interaction, an assessment call, a new piece of marketing, knowing that your enthusiasm and passion are contagious. And I wonder if you could imagine the satisfaction of being the most knowledgeable and caring professional in your field. Doesn't it make sense that that would enable you to effortlessly attract clients who appreciate your dedication and knowledge? Visualize every marketing effort as not a spend, but a creative adventure, filled with opportunities to express your passion and connect with others. People need what you do, but not all of them know that you're the right person to help them. So embrace the joy of helping clients, knowing that your genuine care and enthusiasm set you apart as the expert, as the go-to person within your industry. And what if you felt a genuine thrill with each new connection? Felt fun for you, and knowing that your fun and positive approach ends up making you a magnet for clients. Imagine sales and marketing as games with different levels. And just because you've accomplished the first 1 or 2 levels doesn't mean you've completed every level. Perhaps you could think of someone performing at the highest levels of sales and marketing, so much so that to the outside world it doesn't even feel like they're being sold to, and yet they are. And with that in mind, you see yourself as a creative and passionate professional, transforming your sales and marketing process into a fun and engaging experience. And before long, the peace of mind and confidence that comes from knowing that you're making a difference in your clients' lives becomes evident, as does the predictability, the calmness, and the organization that comes from when you do the right things, you get the right results. People don't want to play the game if it's not winnable. But if the game is fun enough, people will play it just for fun. But what if the side effect of you having fun is you generate new clients, new contracts, new cash flow, more than ever before? So embrace the fun and creativity of this process, believing that it brings you peace of mind and confidence for the future. And I want you to start seeing that future. Maybe it's just a few weeks from now, or a few months, where you have so many new clients that your stresses come from different things. Not about how to pay the bills, not money issues, but how can you serve so many different clients so well? I want you to get a sense that as you drift further into the future, you are building a fortress, a war chest, a contingency, so that even if there are unexpected and even undesirable events in your future, you have enough funds to manage that period of time. Some people have a bunker built in their garden. Not because they're expecting a war zone or a nuclear fallout, but it's just in case. And wouldn't it be good to have so much assets and cash just in case? That would give you a sense of confidence, peace of mind, that you could predict the future even if you didn't know it. And feel that this all flows from you activating the passion, creativity, and enthusiasm that was always there. This is just reawakening it. And as it reawakens, don't be surprised if things that were difficult before now become easy. What if this is the season before the harvest? And by planting so many seeds now, you will have more clients than you know what to do with in the not too distant future. It's time to return to the present, but unlocking this feeling of optimism, positivity, and motivation. So take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your nose. Just wiggle your fingers and wiggle your toes. As when I count from 1 to 10, you will return right to the present moment in the here and now, feeling motivated, optimistic, and ready to try new things. Starting to count. 1, 2, 3, waking up. 4, 5, 6, more alert. 7, 8, open your eyes, open your eyes. 9, 10, wide awake, wide awake, wide awake.